Imagine waking up one day to discover that your earlobes, those tiny yet telling parts of your face, have transformed overnight, looking thinner, stretched out, and perhaps even a bit saggy. This isn't just a quirky side effect. It's part of the growing buzz around Ozempic earlobes, a phenomenon that's turning heads in the world of weight loss medications. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this really caused by the drugs? Or is it simply the price we pay for rapid body changes? Stick around, because we're diving deep into what experts say about this overlooked aspect of shedding pounds with GLP-1 treatments like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Mounjaro. And trust me, you might see your own ears in a whole new light. In the midst of the expanding dialogue on these powerful weight loss aids, which have helped countless people achieve dramatic results. And remember, always check out resources like Hello Magazine for tips on avoiding common pitfalls, such as those 7 mistakes with Ozempic and Wegovy. A fresh topic has popped up: Ozempic earlobes. We've already heard about Ozempic face, where facial features can look gaunt or aged after fat loss, and Ozempic breasts, where breast tissue might soften or change shape. Now, the spotlight is on the earlobes, those small appendages that users on platforms like TikTok and patients in real life are noticing appear less plump, more elongated, or downright droopy after significant weight reduction. It's a subtle shift, but one that's sparking conversations, and not everyone agrees on whether it's worth fretting over. Experts reassure us that this isn't some weird or harmful reaction to the medication itself. Instead, it's a clear indicator of how quick body recomposition, shifting from fat to a leaner form, can impact soft tissues and skin's natural bounce. Much like Ozempic face, these visible tweaks have become a hot topic, prompting folks to wonder, can we stop it in its tracks or reverse it altogether? To unravel this mystery, we chatted with 3 esteemed board-certified surgeons, Dr. Asif Pirani, Dr. Raj Dedhia, and Dr. Anthony Burlett, who broke down the science, the underlying changes, and safe ways to address it. And this is the part most people miss. It's all tied to how our bodies handle rapid fat loss, not just the drugs. Why Ozempic earlobes is making waves. Dr. Asif Pirani, a Toronto-based board-certified cosmetic plastic surgeon, describes it as the latest buzzword for the aesthetic shifts that come with swift weight loss. Ozempic earlobes is just the newest way to talk about the transformations people spot after losing a lot of weight, he shares. With more folks turning to GLP-1 meds like Ozempic, we're seeing a broader array of discussions about their effects. While Ozempic face is old news, now eyes are on tinier details like the earlobes. Since these lobes are mostly skin and fat, when that fat vanishes quickly, they can sag and lose their fullness. Echoing this, Dr. Raj Dedhia, a San Francisco-based double-board certified facial plastic surgeon, notes that the term might be fresh, but the concept echoes issues doctors have dealt with for ages. As these treatments gain traction, we're linking all sorts of changes to them, he explains. Drooping earlobes from aging have been a common fix for years. Quick weight loss drains away fat and soft tissue support, leaving skin less firm. For earlobes, this means they thin out, stretch, and hang due to reduced collagen, the pull of gravity, and even past wear from earrings. Dr. Anthony Burlett, a New York-based board-certified plastic surgeon, views this as part of a bigger narrative. The phrase captures how the public is waking up to dramatic body shifts that can highlight or worsen signs of aging or loose tissue, he says. Earlobes are often ignored, yet they're just as susceptible to rapid weight loss as the face or neck. But here's where it gets controversial. Some critics argue that blaming it all on Ozempic oversimplifies things, potentially stigmatizing these life-changing meds. Is it fair to tie every cosmetic tweak to the drug, or should we see it as a natural outcome of any fast fat reduction? How shedding pounds alters earlobe size and shape. Don't let their small size fool you. Earlobes are intricate structures made up mainly of skin, a layer of fat, connective tissues, and a bit of collagen. These elements are highly responsive to changes in body fat levels and skin elasticity, which is why rapid weight loss can throw them off balance. Dr. Pirani clarifies, when weight drops quickly, the fat providing the earlobe's fullness goes away fast, but the skin doesn't shrink back right away. This lack of support leaves them looking slimmed down and flat. Building on that, Dr. Burlett outlines multiple factors at play. It involves reduced volume, looser skin, shifts in proportions, and weakened support, he details. If someone has worn heavy earrings before, that stretching becomes even more pronounced. Meanwhile, the rest of the face might stay the same, making the earlobes seem out of place, like oversized pendants. Dr. Dedia draws parallels to natural aging. Sudden weight loss can replicate years of facial tissue changes in mere months. Depleting collagen, the force of gravity, and skin elasticity combine, aging features like earlobes prematurely. For beginners, think of it like this. Collagen is like the scaffolding holding your skin up. Lose fat too fast, and that scaffold weakens, leading to sagging. It's not unlike how a balloon deflates unevenly if you let air out quickly. Is this unique to Ozempic? The surgeons are unanimous. There's nothing inherently Ozempic specific about these alterations. These shifts aren't directly from Ozempic, Dr. Pirani stresses. They're a result of fast weight loss, regardless of the method. Dr. Dedia concurs. They're not exclusive to GLP-1 drugs or even weight loss itself. They reflect the same skin and tissue loosening that happens naturally as we age. Dr. Burlett frames it culturally. Ozempic earlobes is a catchy shortcut for the beauty impacts of losing fat and volume, he says. The injections don't tweak the skin or earlobes directly. They just speed up fat loss, making those effects show up sooner. And this is the part most people miss. Labeling it Ozempic might fuel debates about whether these meds are unfairly maligned for cosmetic issues that could occur with any diet or lifestyle change. Controversially, some might argue it's empowering to discuss these effects openly, encouraging realistic expectations, but others see it as yet another way to body shame progress. What do you think? Does attaching the drug's name help or hinder the conversation? Fixing Ozempic earlobes, options and approaches. The good news? These cosmetic changes are fixable, often with gentle, non-invasive procedures suitable for most. If volume is the main concern, we can harvest fat from elsewhere on the body and inject it into the lobe, known as fat grafting, Dr. Pirani describes. For excess skin, a minor earlobe reduction can trim the surplus and reshape it, akin to a tiny version of a tummy tuck for your ear, giving back a tighter, more vibrant appearance. Dr. Dedia highlights personalized facial surgery techniques. Based on the issue, options include lobuloplasty, earlobe reduction, adding volume via hyaluronic acid fillers or fat transfers, and tightening skin with microneedling, radiofrequency, or lasers. Each yields refined, effective improvements. Imagine fillers as a quick plump-up, like adding cushions to a sagging couch, while reductions are more like tailoring for a perfect fit. Dr. Burlett advises on timing. Hold off on surgery until your weight stabilizes, he recommends. This way, results endure without new fluctuations messing them up. Procedures usually use local numbing, involve little recovery, and look completely natural. When to seek professional help. If your earlobes seem slimmer, floppy, or misshapen, or if your jewelry doesn't hang right anymore, consult a surgeon after your weight levels out. As long as you're still losing pounds, temporary fillers can restore symmetry, Dr. Pirani suggests. Once stable, fat grafting or reduction offers lasting fixes. Dr. Dedia stresses timing again. See a facial plastic surgeon after stabilization. They can suggest an in-office lift, fillers, or a mix to harmonize with your overall face. Dr. Burlett emphasizes a holistic view. We assess earlobes within the full facial context, he notes. Often, These changes appear with facial or neck looseness, so tackling them together yields the smoothest results. Prevention tips and aftercare from the pros. No need to fret. Experts say it's manageable and not a big deal. No panic required, Dr. Pirani comforts. It's a typical, easy-to-fix concern. Even minor tweaks can boost confidence, ensuring your look matches the hard-won transformation. Dr. Dedia advocates protective routines. Ditch heavy earrings, slather on sunscreen for your ears, and use skincare that boosts collagen. This helps prevent more stretching and keeps skin strong. Dr. Burlett's guidance is comprehensive. On your weight loss path, nurture tissue health early with balanced nutrition, ample protein, and hydration. Skip rushing aesthetic fixes until weight is steady. Post-heal, keep a healthy weight, steer clear of smoking, and minimize sun time. Better upkeep means longer-lasting outcomes. In wrapping up, it's fascinating and a tad controversial how Ozempic Earlobes has become a symbol of the broader trade-offs in rapid weight loss. While some hail it as a chance for open dialogue about body changes, others worry it adds unnecessary stigma to medications that are game changers for health. But here's where it gets thought-provoking. Do we prioritize aesthetic fixes over embracing natural transformations, or is there a middle ground? And most importantly, should Ozempic shoulder the blame for what's essentially a universal effect of fat loss? We'd love to hear your take. Do you agree these changes are no big deal, or do you think the trend highlights bigger issues with body image in the age of quick fixes? Share your opinions in the comments below. Let's discuss. Expert bios. Dr. Asif Pirani, Pirani.com, is a Toronto-based board-certified cosmetic plastic surgeon. Dr. Raj Dedia, RDFace.com, is a San Francisco-based double board-certified facial plastic surgeon. Dr. Anthony Burlett, BurlettPlasticSurgery.com, is a New York-based board-certified plastic surgeon.